a crazy time in the world. It's crazy. We had Juneteenth. Did people celebrate? Yeah, I never know how to celebrate Juneteenth, and I've been celebrating it since I was a kid. I've been celebrating it. I grew up in like, black Muslim household. It's like, we gonna march. But that don't feel really, I don't feel like a holiday. I looked it up on Google too. Like I was like, how do I celebrate Juneteenth? Google said volunteer at a civil rights organization. I said, that sounds like more work, which is the opposite of Juneteenth. It don't have all the accoutrement that a holiday has, right? I think that's why first of all, they put it on a Thursday, but don't give you Friday off. So now, you know what I'm saying, you outside Thursday night like, shot, freedom, freedom, freedom. And next day, you gotta wake up and go to the post office. I ain't never seen nobody drink shots for freedom. It's a crazy time in the world. I'm happy that we got, wait, is somebody say, are you? I was scared for Juneteenth this year. Because they were taking a lot. They was like Walmart, rolling shit back. Right. I was like, I don't know if Juneteenth gonna happen. Because it's DEI. But I think he was so busy arguing with Elon. Right? He forgot. Oh, it was so funny for a few days. Elon and Trump, they was having a lover's quarrel. Oh, the guys were having a fight. I said that online. Somebody got so upset with me. They commented, you trying to make everybody gay. I was like, everybody? Everybody is a lot of people. Even if I'm trying to make 2 people gay, that's not everybody, But also, like, I'm being like funny, when I'm saying they're having a blood. Of course, there's no way that I think Elon Musk and Donald Trump are having sex. First of all, who want to imagine that? Right? And also, the very real reality is they ain't even each other's types. Elon likes a petite brunette. If you didn't know, Trump is a thick bitch, All that he wagging back, come on. Trump could get an OnlyFans. That's why they don't shoot him from the back, because you would be like, who is Big Mama? And to be very fair to Donald Trump, Elon ain't his type. Trump like a thin blonde, just like his daughter, right? That fight was getting crazy, though. That fight was getting crazy. Elon went right. I don't know what was in that big, beautiful bill. Did anybody read the big, beautiful bill? No? Okay. It's like, I done read the Diddy indictment, and that's it. I love when people get online, like, I read all 258 pages. I'm like, dang, in a day for the internet? Thank you, because I wasn't going to read it. The big, beautiful bill broke them up. Elon went right to Twitter. Upset. And surprisingly, Trump was the bigger person in the fight. He took the higher road. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he did it. He quick to call somebody out their name. You say something to Trump, I don't like, you're ugly, you're fat. Like, he don't play. And he don't go to like your qualification. He go low. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is one of the reasons Michelle Obama said when they go low, we go high. He's the reason. He was just a man with a hotel. He wasn't even a candidate when Obama was in office, and he was talking about check his birth certificate. Right? Michelle had to talk Obama down when they go low. Cause Trump, he go the lowest you could. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you talking about. So the war, that's not nice. You're ugly. Like he's like. He didn't insult Elon. He ain't talk about Elon. He ain't say anything. He didn't go low the way he could. He kept it kind of real. He was like, I don't know. He's just mad because we took out the EV mandate. That's his whole business. He picked up his whole operation from California, moved it to Texas, because he thought the big, beautiful bill was going to serve him. We've all done that. We've all been in a relationship. Where we packed up our apartment, put all our shit in boxes, had a moving van come, drive us across state lines, moved us to a whole nother state to be with somebody, and then you get there and they say some wild shit like, oh, you didn't know I was into polyamory? You're like, I did not know. No, I broke my lease early. I did not know that. I knew it was bad when Elon tweeted, release the Epstein tapes. I said, oh, he was Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale. He put the shit, cleared out the closet, put it in a car, set it on fire, smoked a cigarette. I was your lover and your second. Working every day of the week. I gave Doge 100 days. It's wild, it's wild. It's so interesting because we have a Secretary of Education that does not have an education. Ain't she stupid? Ooh! You know what's so fun about her stupidity though is she stand on it. Right? She ain't gonna let you, like she stand on you. It don't matter if you walk her through how stupid she is and she be like, really? They did the math in front of her. Okay, so you said 1.5 billion over 10 years is $1 trillion? She said yes. You always gotta know, just social cues. You always gotta know when somebody repeats your shit back to you. When they repeat it back to you slower than you said it and over enunciate, you got to know they walking you into a trap. She said yes. He did it again. Okay, so 1.5 billion. When they take a pause, they giving you a chance to catch up. 1.5 billion. Over 10 years. According to you. When they say according to you, that means they taking record. It's $1 trillion. What I love about Linda McMahon is she said, she looked like he was getting on her nerves. She said, yeah. Asked and answered. Yeah, what? You did the math for her. At that point, I'd have known I was being set up. I'd have known that I said something like, oh shit, well he said the shit twice and he keeps slowing down. So I'd have pulled out the calculator on my cell phone. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 billion times. Oh, my bad. You know, I would have. He said 1.5 billion times 10 is 15 billion. She said, is it? You know when you're so dumb, you do a Jedi mind trick? Is it, are you sure? Even then, let me tell you, I don't know if it's be a well-adjusted person. I don't know, a reasonable person. A reasonable person. When he did the math and said 15 billion, would have jumped in and said, oh damn, that's a lot less than $1 trillion. Listen, you know, I'm from wrestling. You know, they be hitting me with chairs. My bad, I know I'm in this job, but I got CTE. Don't even, You wondering where that came from? She's the co-CEO. She created WFWE, which is why she should not be the Secretary of Education. He said that's 15 billion is really far. Gave her an illustration, far from a trillion. She said, okay. It's like, I love that sort of arrogance. Where can you buy that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bottle that shit up and sell it, you know? She didn't know who Ruby Bridges is. Yeah, she didn't know who Ruby Bridges is. And I'll be very honest with you. A lot of people don't know who people are. I'll come out and be very honest. I got scolded online a couple of weeks ago because I didn't know. So the Nutty Professor wasn't originally Eddie Murphy. It was someone else. Say who it was. Jerry Lewis. I didn't know that. And so, you know, everybody online was like, and you do comedy? It's like, you know, I could quit. They do need air traffic controllers. People don't know people. People are upset right now with a young kid named Kai Cenat because he didn't know who a rapper Wale was. People don't know people. It, like, you know, that's okay. But none of us are the Secretary of Education. That's the difference. Certain, you do have a responsibility in certain positions to know certain things, you know? When they asked her too who Ruby Bridges, and make noise if you don't know who Ruby Bridges, it's okay, you won't be judged. Yeah, I'll explain to you who here's the thing, you ain't the Secretary of Education. You know? The thing about asking her who Ruby Bridges is that's a random ass question. They asked her that question because they knew she didn't know who Ruby Bridges was. Because it wasn't Ruby Bridges' birthday. It wasn't Black History Month. It wasn't the anniversary of Brown versus Board of Education. There's no reason to bring up Ruby Bridges. I think it was a dare. I think it was the lady's family. But I think she was at the house. They was cooking pancakes, and one of her cousins was like, I bet you that bitch don't even know who Ruby Bridges is. I dare you. Next time you at work, ain't that bitch she know who Ruby Bridges is. Because it's such a random question. But they asked her, do you know who Ruby Bridges is? She said, I'll have to get back to you. Said it like it was a game show, like she could phone a friend. They asked her again, do you know who Ruby Bridges is? She didn't know. She wouldn't say no, because that's who she is. She ain't gonna say no. She just tried to do, you know, she was like, say yes or no question, do you know who Ruby Bridges is? It's like, girl, you know she don't know who no goddamn Ruby. And let me tell you why it's crazy. Because Linda McMahon was born in 1948, in the South, somewhere in the South. 1948. Ruby Bridges was born in 1954. That was also the year of the landmark case, Brown versus Board of Education, desegregation of schools, right? Ruby Bridges, in 1960, 6 years after she was born, was one of 3 Black children that desegregated schools in New Orleans. There's pictures, like historic pictures of Ruby Bridges, this little 6-year-old Black girl, being escorted into the school by U.S. Marshals. Then a famous artist, Norman Rockwell, painted this photo. This is a famous picture. That's who Ruby Bridges is. Now, the reason why it's wild that Linda McMahon didn't know, besides the fact that she is the Secretary of Education, is because, bitch, you was there. You was there! You was one of the white kids saying the N-word. You was there! Then she gonna say, when they told her who Ruby Bridges was, she gonna say R.I.P. Ruby Bridges had to get on Instagram and be like, bitch, I'm younger than you. If I'm dead, you dead. This is a wild world.